Hey guys, it's Rachel from the Little Ring Lamb. Today I'm doing the Birthstone Book Tag. This tag was created by JG, and I was tagged to do this tag by Tiffany from About to Read. You should definitely check out both their videos, and yes, we're going to get right into the tag because this one's going to be a long one. So basically, if I'm looking down, I'm looking at my phone, which has the questions up on it. So number 1, January Garnet. Associate with warding off negative forces and dark energies. Name a book with the darkest / evilest character you can think of. So for this, I have a very hard time picking these because I read a lot of contemporary, and some of the dystopian books I've read, the people aren't as evil as they could be, you know? Like, some of them are very intriguing. Like, I find Snow from the Hunger Games series, him more intriguing than evil, even though he is very, very evil. But I was going to pick a character from this book, which is Sharp Objects by Gillian or Gillian Flynn. I'm not going to say who it is because it's actually the person that has caused all this chaos throughout the book, but this person is just very evil, and there could have been a few ways I went with this, but yeah, I don't even want to get into it because I don't want to spoil it, but evil. Second is February Amethyst. Purple is associated with royalty. Name a book of regal qualities. You can base this off of characters or choose the king of all books. So I picked the Princess Diaries series by Meg Cabot because obviously the book centers around a girl named Mia who finds out she's a princess, and that's really where the series catapults. I'm just holding up this book because I have them stacked horizontally, and it's such a pain to grab the first one off the bottom of the stack because there is quite a few books in the series. So number 3, March Aquamarine. Washed out. Name a wishy-washy character, a character who's not strong or a follower. So I picked America Singer from the Selection series by Kira Cass, specifically in book 2, Elite. Now, she is not a follower, I would say. She is more of a leader, but she is pretty wishy-washy, and what is the other word associated? She's not, like, she's strong, but she's not at the same time. Like, with certain things like the rebellion, like knowing how this is going to affect and, like, standing up for human rights and kind of that thing, strong. But picking what she's going to do with her own personal life is really annoying, wishy-washy. Like, this book was all just her torn between Aspen and Maxon, and it was getting really sickening. Like, it was just really annoying. The first and the third books were amazing, and I really like kind of the, I don't even know what to call it, like the reboot or the 4th book in the series. But this book just put a damper a bit on the series for me, and America's just so wishy-washy, and she gets, like, criticized. Like, the character America already got criticized in the first book. I feel like I heard criticism about her, but in the second book, the criticism was definitely amped up, and I think really put a sour taste in a lot of people's mouths about this series, not just me, but it just really was not a very satisfying sequel because of America's wish-washy tendencies. She gets a lot better, but that book specifically, it's rough. For April, Diamond, A Diamond in the Rough. Name a book that you love but is not well known. And for that, I picked Dying to Know You by Aidan Chambers. This is one of my favorite books ever, and not a lot of people know this book, or have, if they know it, they haven't read this book. It doesn't have very many Goodreads ratings. I don't really hear very many people talk about it. I found it from hearing somebody talk about it, but since then I haven't really heard much. It came, I believe, in 2012, so it's only a few years old, and it's a real shame because it's actually such an amazing book. Changed my life. Number 5, May. Emerald, said to balance energy. Name 2 characters who balance each other out well. And I picked Dawn and Rosie from the Rosie Project series by Graham Seamstein. I'm not sure if it's a duology or there are going to be more books. I really hope there is. But these 2 characters, I think, really balance each other out. When I think balance, I think 2 kind of polar opposites that really work together. And Dawn and Rosie are definitely polar opposites, so I think they work very well together. And I definitely call this series between the characters a balancing act. So number 6 is June. Pearl, associated with loyalty. Name a character who is loyal to the end. And I picked Hammond from Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton. Now, I didn't know this question was in connotation loyalty to something or to a person, but I picked it to something because Hammond is loyal to the end to his park and his dreams. So I think that's one of the strongest cases of loyalty I've read about, because yes, you can be loyal to a person, but he's extremely loyal to his dream, even though his dream is not very realistic. And he gets criticized for that notion. And his dream kind of goes awry if you've seen the movie, but especially in the books. And this kind of loyalty has underlying edge to it that if you read the book, you'd know. So I don't want to spoil it, though, because that would definitely spoil it. 7, July, Ruby, my birthstone. Blood Red. Name a book that made your blood boil or that made you angry. So I picked Princess Mia by Meg Cabot. This is the 8th? I'm trying to count. 8th book. They're over in that corner on my bookcase there. 8th book in the Princess Diaries series. I'm pretty sure it's this one or it's the next one, Princess on the Brink. But there's just a lot of catastrophic stuff that happens. And if you're a Michael and Mia shipper, It enrages your blood. If you don't like JP, it enrages your blood. And I was like, I remember reading this, I was so tense. I was like, I need to, like, I want to take a break because it's so emotional. Like, I need to just take a break. But I'm like, no, I need to push through it. Like, I need to know that everything's going to be rectified and everything's going to be okay in the end of the series. So, it's really pushing myself with this one. August Peridot, pale green. It pales in comparison to other gems. Name a supporting character who you like better than the main character. And I picked the series Match by Ali Condi because in this book, I believe, what's his name? Xander, I think that's how you pronounce it, Xander. I liked him better than Cassia because he was one who was more about following the rules, and I found her a very annoying protagonist. I couldn't think of very many answers for this because usually I like the protagonist, and I may like the side characters just as much, but really not very often more than the main character. I find that very rare, but he was one that I liked better than the main character because I found the main character really annoying. And I've only read the first 2 books in the series, so she could get better, but no. 9 Sapphire, Blue Like the Ocean, which is calming. Name a book that had a comic effect on you. So I picked the Summer Turned Pretty series by Jenny Han. These books are set on a beach, it's summertime, it's just all around an atmosphere, calm and controlled environment. And there's a love story, and it's just a pretty calming book. Like, I don't feel like when I look even at the cover, it brings back thoughts of calmness because I was just reading the whole trilogy years ago, and it was a very calm time, brings back thoughts of calmness, not only with the atmosphere of the book's location and the story, but just in general with my life. 10 October, Opal, Iridescent. Name an iridescent book that can be a book with a beautiful cover, shiny, lots of color, or you can base off a character quirky or colorful. So I went the shiny route, and I picked The Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest by Steg Larsson. And this book is super shiny. I'm probably reflecting it like at you guys horribly, but even the back, like, it's just the shiniest book ever. Well, not maybe ever, but the shiniest one I have on my shelf. So I picked that. I'm going to stop shiny at the camera because I feel like it's going to be a really bad glare, so sorry about that. 11 November, Topaz, Associate with Resilience. Name a book with a character who rises to the top in times of adversity. So I picked Katniss Everdeen from The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins because she is one character that was in a bad situation. Yes, at the end of the whole thing, I don't really want to spoil though, but basically she rises out of adversity. She becomes a national hero. You guys know from the movies, like, everybody kind of respects her, and she does rise out of the ashes even if she still has hardships in her life. That's all I want to say about that because I don't want to spoil it. I feel like it's a past the point of spoiler because it's like so publicized what the movies are about, but just in case you haven't got into the world yet. 12 December, Blue Zircon, Associate with Friendship. Name a book of a friendship you want to be part of. And I picked The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants by Amber Shares because I was looking at a lot of the friendships on my shelf, and a lot of them you could see the faults in the friends. Sometimes they don't have the best relationships, but this relationship is pretty solid. They don't have too much drama, and they seem like a cool group of people I'd want to hang out with. So yes, that's a Birthstone Book Tag. If you guys haven't done this and you want to do it, I'll just tag you because I cannot. Studying for exams right now, I'm just filming, so scatterbrained. So if you want to do this tag, definitely go do it. Definitely go check out Tiffany's video, and definitely go check out JG's original video, which the links will be in the down bar. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.